Right, welcome back to more PowerWash Simulator, where we're carrying on with our playthrough of the Tomb Raider DLC. We've already cleaned the front of Croft Manor and the statue out of the front in the gardens, and we cleaned the assault course and Lara's quad bike in the last part. And now we've got two more of Lara's vehicles to clean. We've got the Jeep, which was used in the last revelation, and we've got the boat from the Venice levels in Tomb Raider 2. So Lara's been messaging us again. In the courtyard you will find my beloved Jeep and motorboat. I'm afraid they're both bearing the additional weight of our adventures together, and I'd like to give them the kind of deep clean their sterling service deserves. If you could trouble yourself one more time on my account, I'd be very grateful. One more time? I think there's 3 more levels after this, Laura. Oh, and do take extra care with the boat. There may still be the odd shard of Venetian window glass lurking here and there. Oh, I love Venice, the level. The place I've never been, no idea. But the level I have played many, many, many times. Right, let's get started. So we're back out around the front of Croft Manor. Still looking amazing from when we cleaned it in part 2. And there's the fish statue. And Lara has kindly used her Jeep to pull around the boat. Oh, these look great. The Jeep, I was saying this at the end of part 3, the Jeep is so accurate to how it was in the game. Like, is this really like boxy front? It's so accurate. And it's covered in sand, which makes sense, because obviously we drove it across the Egyptian deserts in the last revelation. Oh, that is great. The boat. Can we get into the boat? Where are my steps? Where are my steps? Oh, yes. Lara's footprints being there signifies she was stood up and then one giant wave of dirt just covered the boat. But the only bit that didn't get hit was where she was stood. Right, because I love the Venice level, so it's one of my absolute favourites. I'm going to save the boat till last. I'm going to do the Jeep first. Ah, of course, I forgot about this. You get a text straight away. It's very strange, but when you share the kinds of experiences I have with my vehicles, you start to see them almost as friends. Oh. This Jeep, for example, got me out of one almighty scrape in Karnak. I know, I've played it. And you wouldn't believe the spaces the boat can squeeze itself into. You wouldn't believe how easy it explodes as well. Done that a few times. Sorry, boat. So everyone watching may have discovered this quite a while ago, but I have just found out that I'm very easily amused because look what you can do with the door of the Jeep. Ah! Hello! Yes, let me in, please. Was Laura... Was she stood on one leg? Oh no, she was accelerating hard when the dust storm hit this. She's got her other footprint right there at the front. Already got a text from Lara. The texts are going to be coming thick and fast on this one because there's not much to clean. So Lara's saying, strange too how these things always seem to find their way to you just when you need them the most. It's almost as if someone designed a game that way, Lara. I was stranded deep in the Valley of the Kings, desperate to give chase to a man who'd betrayed me, Von Croy, when I stumbled upon a set of ignition keys on some rocks. Yeah, it's very much like a video game. Also, I wonder if that's a hint we're going to see some Werner Von Croy later on in this DLC. I would not mind seeing some Von Croy. Although, oh. So technically he's dead. Spoiler alert for a game that came out in 2003. But if this game was set around the time of The Last Revelation, which I think it might be, judging off stuff we figured out in part 1, technically he's still alive. Maybe. Possibly. We'll find out. So I was just saying this might be quite a quick one to get through, but there are some serious nooks and or crannies to get cleaned on this car. Like, look at this door. You'd think that door would be pretty clean, but if we get up close and use the old dirt finder, there's loads of stuff. And you can see in the top left, there's still a good chunk of white in that bar that needs cleaning. So this is going to take a lot of me doing this. I'm going to be lying on the floor a lot on this one. Is there stuff underneath? Yep, there's dirt underneath as well. Yeah, this might be a fiddly one. Oh yeah, look, even more there. How did dirt even physically get there, Lara? That is the outside of the Jeep. Pretty much done. Apart from the Jeep's side, I have no idea where the dirt is on that. That's going to be a problem for future Jim. Yeah, because the Jeep side's massive. It's all of like this. And the side on the other side isn't fully clean either. So I don't know. But yeah, looking good. It's a lighter shade of blue than the car in the game. Like the one in the game's like navy-ish, greyish. Or maybe I'm just such a good power washer that I've power washed it so hard it's dropped a shade of blue. Another text from Lara. Luckily for me, those keys belong to an empty Jeep. I say empty, I may have played some part in the emptying process. Okay, I can't remember what she's on about there. I may have played some part in the emptying process. I last played The Last Revelation in 2020. I can't remember what she's talking about. Does she just mean that she killed everyone who could have possibly owned the Jeep? Because that might be the case. You do definitely murder quite a few people before jumping in the Jeep. I think the Jeep is done. Look how good it looks. I've even somehow given it a new colour, and in like a little baby blue for you there, Laura. I'll shut them doors. Should I just leave the keys where you found them on a rock in Egypt, yeah? Is that okay? No worries, I'll leave them there. Right. Onto the boat. Oh, hello boat. So Venice, which is the, second level of Tomb Raider 2, is the first Tomb Raider level I ever saw. I remember it really well. I remember going round my dad's when I was probably about 7, and seeing him play Tomb Raider 2, and it was this level where you get the boat in Venice. So Venice has always had like a soft spot in my heart. And whenever like Tomb Raider 2 was the Tomb Raider game I most recently replayed, Venice is such a good level. I really like it. So I've always, because it was the one my dad was playing, I think it was the one that I had a go at first, probably. And just thought, this is so cool. Back then that would have been, what was it, so if I was 7? Yeah, it would have been about 1998, so probably, yeah, a year or so after Tomb Raider 2 was actually released. I reckon it was about then. And that's where the whole obsession with Tomb Raider started. With this boat. So I'm more than happy to give it a good clean. And here's Lara again. I'll never forget the purring engine and thumping beat that blasted out as soon as I turned the key. The music that plays when you get in that Jeep on The Last Revelation is an absolute belter. Clearly, the Desert Warrior who previously owned it was both a first-rate mechanic and a huge fan of techno. I can't remember it too much, the one from the Jeep, the music from when you get in the Jeep. It is like Lara's saying there, it's a very heavy beat. But the music when you get in the boat, is it when you get in the boat? I don't know when it plays. But the Venice theme, which is like classical music, now that's a tune. That's the one that plays if you go in the manor in Tomb Raider 2 or Tomb Raider 3 and you push the button next to the radio, it's the Venice music that plays, and I used to do that and make Lara like dance around. Dun, dun, diddlin, dun, dun, diddlin. And so on and so forth. Tune. Look it up on Spotify. Absolute tune. Or look it up on YouTube Music. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. The outside of the boat's all clean. Ah, it looks great. Again, the colour's a bit different. So in Tomb Raider 2 as well, it's designed more like, it has like planks going across it. So it has quite a lot of lines rather than one big thick piece of wood like this one is. But still, what a great guy this boat is. It's the first vehicle as well. I was just thinking, it's the first vehicle you ever use in Tomb Raider. Because in Tomb Raider 1, there's no vehicles. And then Tomb Raider 2, this is the second level, so it's the first vehicle Lara ever used in a Tomb Raider game. Lara's back with another text, and it's about the motorboat. I've no idea who the original owner was. They seem to be two a penny over there. Yes, they do, because you sacrifice one motorboat to get out of the level. You blow it up. In 90s Venice, you could jump out of a motorboat into the canal, dive under a lock, and find another just the same on the other side. It's a good job you could, Lara. Or she'd have been stuck in Venice forever. As we all know, the only way to get out of Venice is to get through that gate surrounded by bombs. It's the only way in and out. And Lara got through it by sacrificing a boat to explode the bombs. Okay, we're on 99% already, and we're back to our usual predicament of what the hell have I missed? Looks good though, doesn't it? Looks good. Right, let's get the list up. Motorboat deck trims. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's that silver bit going around the outside. Yes. So where are you, Dirty? There goes one. And there goes two, and that leaves us with a to-do list. So, 2 on the motorboat, a mooring hole and a stabilizer fin. Ah, so that's the mooring hole. So that one's done, so there must be one around the other side. Yes. Oh, there we go. And one of the stabilizer fins. Oh, this one. Aha. And now just a windscreen wiper on the Jeep. Oh, this was way better than the first 2 areas we cleaned. This only took me about half an hour, 40 minutes. It was a bit fiddly, but like Lara said at the start, these vehicles are like your friends. That boat especially. That boat's part of my childhood. Job complete. Oh, thanks for letting me clean you two. I enjoyed that. Oh, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. And another message from Lara. Astonishing work on the boat and Jeep, as always. No problem. It's almost as if Venice and Karnak never happened. They did happen, Lara, and they were brilliant. You really are quite the wonder with that thing, and your prudence is admirable. Thank you again. So she said at the start of this part, she only had one more job for us. So are we getting somebody new giving us the next job? Oh my god. The Croft Manor maze. How long is that going to take? A maze, purely by the nature of being a maze, may prove to be quite difficult to clean. So I'm just looking back at the 3 levels we've completed already, and you can kind of tell how big they're going to be from how much money you're going to earn. So when we did the front of Croft Manor, like $400, $300 for the obstacle course, and then it was really a smaller one, so we only got $75 for the Jeep and the motorboat just now. And for the maze, it's only $112. So hopefully it's not that big. So I'm just going to start it now. So it's come from Lara again. I thought she wasn't giving us any more jobs. Oh well, I don't mind. Thanks to you, preparations for my charity fundraiser are right on track, but a sudden revelation's hit me. Partygoers are drawn to hedge mazes like moths to a flame. Whilst we've cut it all back to a manageable size, so it's going to be a lot smaller than what it was. The contents are still a bit filthy and therefore a threat to all the immaculate evening gowns and tuxedos. I'd prefer our guests to have the highest bids up their sleeves, not mud and lichen? Lichin? Lara, you've got to stop using words that I don't understand. It's a tricky job, but if you give it your keen attention, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders. I know you'll do an exceptional job, as always. Lara. I will give it my flipping best. Oh, look at this, now we're talking. The door's open. Are the vehicles still over there? No, she's taken them away. Oh. Ah, well. So the maze is in the Tomb Raider 2 Croft Manor. Oh, yes. Oh, this still looks pretty maze-like to me, Lara. Yeah, so at the end of the maze in Tomb Raider 2's Croft Manor, there's a button that you press that opens a door inside the manor itself, but it's a time door, so you've got to run back through the maze as quickly as possible. And if you get into the time door, you find a secret basement under the manor, just full of like gold and trinkets and whatnot. So it'd be interesting to see if that's referenced here. Hopefully it is. Right, I guess we'll start on these flower pots. Oh, of course, Laura messages. I forget about this every time. She messages straight away. It may look daunting at first, but the maze design is quite straightforward. It better be. I'm sure you'll find your way around in no time. I am worried about this one, Laura. One quick note. In a recess, you'll find a hatch on the ground that leads to a hidden area in the middle of the maze. Yes. This is what we're here for. If you could clean there too, please, as I'm sure it'll get used come the night. I'm just searching outside because I don't think I have my steps. And I'm ashamed to admit this, but I think I could really use my steps right now. This archway here is nearly done, but I think the last bit of dirt is right on top there. Can I just like... Yeah, it's right. How am I going to get that without steps? Wait a minute. Use the environment. Hello. And then if I think that's got rid of some of it. Can I climb on these? Here we go. And then climb on this one. Ha 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 ha. No steps, but I can climb on stuff. That's going to be the trick round here. Okay. This thing here looks very similar to a statue that's in the Croft Manor on Anniversary. So the manor's in Legend, Anniversary and Underworld, but it's a really different design. But the manor in Anniversary especially is really good, I think. It's such... Like, it takes a good hour or so to complete all the puzzles in the manor. And one of the puzzles involves something like this. I can't quite remember. It's like a statue and you plug something in it. It's been a while since I've played Anniversary. But I think that's what this might be referencing, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just wanted to mention how good the manor is in Anniversary. And the music when you're playing the manor in Anniversary is really like relaxing. It's really nice. My tactic back in the day for getting out of the maze as quickly as possible used to be to hug the outside wall. I can't remember the actual way to the middle because I'm not a wizard. But I'm going to try and hug the outside wall as I do this, so I remember where I've been. Right, so this is a dead end, so let's do this one. And then I'll turn back this way and carry on with the outside wall. More text from Lara. Some of my fondest childhood memories involve the hedge maze. Hey, me too. I've been around here loads of times. As soon as I could walk, my father would plop me in the middle of it and leave me to find my own way out. So we're getting some more stuff that's kind of merging the timelines a bit. More stuff with her dad. Perhaps not parenting 101 these days, but it certainly ignited my first drive and independence. Okay, so we cleaned this little statue in the dead end. Came through here to stick to the outside wall. We've cleaned all of this. Then the outside wall curls around. So, stick with the outside wall. What have we got next? Only a third of the maze cleaned so far, so there must be quite a lot left. 2/3 of the maze, you could say. Aha. Okay, is that just showing me... Ah, that's just showing me that there's something there. Oh! Where have I got a... where do I... Oh, where do I... Oh, there. Ooh. We'll save that for when we get there. Okay. Right, I'm going to nip in this bit. Do all of this, and then I can circle back round to the outside wall. Okay, yeah, let's do all of this. So what's beyond it? Some stuff there leading us back. This is confusing. Laura, you said the maze had been like toned down or something. I disagree. More texts from Laura. You know, many ancient labyrinths and mazes were devised by priests and mystics. Who devised this one? Your dad. They were meant to be symbolic of pilgrimage, representing the winding path to enlightenment and salvation. I don't mind a little history lesson while we're doing this, Laura. I don't mind that. Give me more facts. So this section's done, and those two pergolas are done. So now... Right, I think the middle of the maze then is probably over there, from where we saw that hatch. So let's head around here, sticking to my outer wall plan, because the outer wall's just there. Yes, there we go. So we've done all this bit. So we can head through those two pergolas. So that hatch was like through that way. Yeah. Oh, see, the hatch feels like it was in here, but I've been cleaning for so long that I kind of forget where things are. Oh, crap. Am I back at the start? Oh, for God's sake. Okay, figured it out. So the hatch is through there. And then the old outer wall. So I thought that I came out of this gap here and saw that I was at the end of the outer wall again. But look, there was two. So before, when I thought I'd finished the outer wall bit, I came out here. Didn't notice this little opening where there's another hatch. So let's clean this and then get inside. Okay, that's all clean. Oh, I'm kind of excited. This is like the ending of the season 1 of Lost. The greatest television show ever made. We finally opened the hatch. Oh, yes. Right, let's get this clean. First things first, we're here to do a job. Okay, that's the hatch clean. Let's head down. Oh god. This is a bit creepy. And then this must be the other hatch, yes. So it's open because I opened it before thinking it might unlock somewhere. What have we got in here? Oh, and then is this just it? Okay, yes, that's not too big. Where do you go? Is there a reason I can pick that up? Right, let's clean everything. And then we can find out if this guy has a use. Another text from Lara just as we're cleaning the hatch. But those ancients wanted to show us that the road was often confusing with dead ends and false turns. You're not wrong. We were learning, we were refining, getting better, and ultimately discovering the true path. See, that is a text that Lara Croft would send you. She's 100% just sat in a library somewhere reading about mazes and being like, hey Jim, guess what I've just learned? Just cleaning more of this floor, and Lara has some more facts about mazes, I'm guessing. You may feel lost, but you're only ever 1 or 2 decisions away from the way out. Mazes teach us to be patient, to be mindful, calm and centered. Lara's in a very spiritual mood today, isn't she? They teach us to be better learners. I don't know, sometimes I think it's just a maze. Kinda cool. Get a bit stuck. Give it a clean. The usual. I knew this would happen, but the issue with cleaning something so big is that when you're right at the end, like I am with the floor now, where the hell are the bits I've missed? Because apparently I've not finished cleaning this. Where? Oh, I don't know what that was. I was just cleaning randomly, but it's done. Right, okay, there's only this to go. Let's move you away just for now. Stand there, my god. What if I spray him? He falls over. Oh, and I can't stand him back up. Well, he's dead. Sorry. Well, I was very worried that this would be tricky to find some of the things I've missed, but I haven't missed anything. I've only got 3 things to do. We've done really well in this maze. Job complete. That was nice and efficient. I feel like we should put this guy back on his plinth. So we can't stand him up anymore. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, we nearly stood him up. Well, he can stay there. And then the party that Lara was having tonight can turn into a murder mystery of who killed the gnome. And it turns out it was the PowerWash guy. Isn't it always the way? Isn't it always the PowerWash guy? I just sprayed him too hard. Sorry, sir. Farewell. Oh, this is going to be a nice view. There might even be a little bit of when I get lost. Oh no, there we go, straight. Ooh, that's nice on that floor. All done. Lara says, I've had a good look around the hedge maze and I have to say, it looks fantastic. It does look good. It does. I'll no longer have to fret every time I see someone head across the courtyard. In fact, I can actually encourage people to go and explore it. Just watch out for the corpse in the middle. Now, I'm wondering if there is one last job for you after all. The Croft Manor treasure room. Now this is going to be good. This is going to be good. You can see from here, we have a T-Rex. So this is just going to be full of trinkets from past games. So I am really excited for that one. But for now, we'll leave it there, seeing as we've already finished 2 levels on this video. This has been Jimmenson. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I would also really appreciate a like or even a subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.